Next morning we managed to get coffee and some hot food from a local cafe, meaning we didn't have to eat off our emergency tray. Feeling excited, I forgot to switch the camera off. Don't need to think, like and subscribe is enough.
So we're lucky enough we got some spot to have food. It's the second time in 2 days we can have hot food. We're gonna have a proper one. But we start with chips, lollies, and chips.
Seriously? Twice? Chips twice?
And water, plenty of water.
After breakfast, we're walking into the second day of our adventures.
Ghan is a small settlement which is basically an intersection between the road to Ayers Rock and Stewart Highway, connecting Northern Territories and South Australia. We decided to get going as we couldn't wait to reach our second destination, an underground town called Coober Pedy.
Good morning everyone, we just set off to our second destination, it's day number 2.
This journey will be around 5 hours, I bet, and very interesting point, we don't have any cafes, restaurants, petrol stations on the way, so it's like 5 hours in the middle of nowhere.
But we have Pringles and a few bananas and
Some lollies. We're driving 130.
30.
I would say that for first time in Australia, we're driving 130 and it's speed limit here.
Yeah, never driven 130 before.
In Australia.
Fortunately, Alex was right, and we had witnessed endless desert of Central Australia. Despite expectations, it's hard to call this place a desert. There is a fair bit of vegetation, bush, and sometimes even trees.
Also, Alex couldn't sit still and wanted to share his knowledge of Australian soil. We didn't have the heart to say no to him, so here we are.
Have you ever seen a piece of something that is really rusty, like a rusty bike, for example? So in Australia, the whole continent is rusty. The thing is that soil here has a lot of iron, and iron is reacting with oxygen. That's why everything here in the soil is just getting rusty. Hundreds of kilometers later, driving under the scorching sun, we made it to the land of opal diggers. Anywhere you look, you can see how many times people tried to push their luck. We stopped briefly, so I could tell a little bit more about this place, using my own words. Coober Pedy supplies most of the world's gem quality opal. It has over 70 opal fields and is the largest opal mining area in the world.
None of us knew what to expect from Coober Pedy, apart from the very obvious that we are going to spend quite a lot of time under the ground. Color of the sand has changed. It is no longer orange-red, it is more cream beige. And yes, Val insisted that we mention that on or off camera, because quote, that is very important. Finally made it to Coober Pedy, and we got a place which is, I'm not sure how do you describe this. It's been dug out. It looks scary, but it definitely looks cool. Let's check it out. Let's have a look. We got a mirror, got a TV, whatever. Nothing bite me. It's pretty nice. Look at this washing machine. Yeah, it's definitely something I need to use tonight, because you know, it's plus 40. Yeah. Ooh. Sorry, these things are tasty. Couldn't help myself. Anyways, follow me. Have a look. This is a bathroom caved out of the rock. Wow, looks nice. One question though. Maybe you guys know What is this? Why on earth would you need to have two separate taps? How are you supposed to use it? I mean, I could be guessing here that maybe it's a heritage sort of thing. Back in the days, you probably wouldn't just use one tap and wash your hands or whatever, but you probably want to fill the whole sink with the water and then do all sorts of applications. But these days, seriously, you still need this? No one ever fills sink with water and then uses it. You just do it as you go, as water flows from the tap. Anyone, please, in the comments, explain to us why this is suffering. This is 2022, by the way. Otherwise, it's pretty nice. Wow, look at this stone. I hope it's not gonna fall. Okay, I've got a business to do. After all business transactions were finalized, we couldn't wait to check everything out. We're heading to a local museum.
What are we?
Val spent at least 2 weeks studying mining opals. She even organized a little tour to us. But unfortunately, I forgot to record sound. Funny enough, Alex and I still believe it is an amazing piece of journalism. Yep, you know the deal by now. Like and subscribe. Let's show her some love. After we couldn't find any opals in the mine, we figured how to resolve this situation.
You can do anything you can do.
Thank you.
If you can be boss to your gentleman, you can be boss to me too.
As soon as we had sorted all things jewelry, it became time to go to church. Luckily, we could find the very unusual version of it right there.
Also, during our time in Coober Pedy, we met a local miner and an absolute legend, Paul, who was kind enough to answer our questions and share his thoughts.
It's getting harder, so I've bought myself a tourist business, and I'll do that for another few years and then I'll retire. But I've still got a drill, and drill's 1 metre shaft, and I'm finding people want to buy it off me, and I'm finding it very hard to let it go, because once the drill's gone, my mining's finished. The drill's the key to Coober Pedy. If you've got a drill, you'll survive.
How long does it take you to drill like a big hole down?
A metre hole to about 80 feet, about 2 hours. Doesn't take long.
Yeah, and you told us like you have some signs, like kind of you see the condition of the wall.
Yeah, there's actually, follow me just to here. There's an actual fault in the wall here, if you see it going up the wall. Goes across the ceiling, and there it is here.
Oh yeah.
Now that's called a fault. We call them slides. And that slides where the ground's moved, and when the ground moves it creates cracks, and the cracks fill up with opal. But a lot deeper than this, at least another 30 feet below our feet. If you haven't got one of these, forget about it. Don't go mining.
Yeah.
You must drill one of these, and you drill out in front of it and look for trace. Yeah, that's what you got to have. If you haven't got one of those,
Yeah.
keep on going. There's a lot of buyers. They're always ringing you up asking if you've got opal. There's plenty of buyers around. We've probably got about 3 main ones here that give a good price. For your poor grade opal, which Coober Pedy gets a lot of, Indian buyers, there's plenty of them. And at the moment they can't get into Australia, but they're still buying over the telephone. So yeah, they ask how much you want for your opal, you give a few pictures with your phone, and they say whether they want it or not, and then they send you the money and you post it over to them.
And it's a different kind of opals, right? Different.
Yeah, you got white opal, Coober Pedy's white base opal, then you get crystal opal, and you do get a few black opals.
And they're all getting used for different things, right?
Yeah, black opal's very expensive, so yeah, that goes into the higher end of the market. But the best opal to get rid of is commercial opal. That's the white based. It's very easy to get rid of. The more of that you got, the better.
Check Paul's mine if you're here. He's got lots of stories. As for us, we ended up driving around town and rethinking the essence of Coober Pedy. Places like this can give you a sense of time. As soon as we drove in the beginning, we noticed lots of yards with broken cars everywhere. That scenery reminded us of a post-apocalyptic movie. Luckily for us, we didn't see anyone wearing the face crab. This was indeed a Mad Max experience at its best, more spiritual other than depressive. Everywhere you can see rusty reminders of what once was brand spanking new and now slowly melting and turning into the sand. This feeling doesn't scare though. Instead, it calms you down and like warm wind of endless desert, wraps you around and gives you peace.
What are you doing?
Sewing. I can't sew two pieces together.
What do you mean?
I'm doing astrophotography. I'm trying.
Shooting the stars.
Yeah, the idea is to shoot the stars. And this car is a rustic one.